Hello, I'm Pierce Nation here. Welcome back to a new video today. We're going to be discussing the Unchained combos. If you don't know, I've been on the deck, playing it remotely past 2 days, completely undefeated with it. Haven't lost a single match. Deck's super good. I don't have it complete, unfortunately, but I still see the end result in this deck. It's really good with what I've got right now, so. I won't be doing a deck profile or anything on it, but like just know I'm playing a lot of cards. I'm only missing a few things like the DD package and Nightmare Griffin and the actual deck itself. Um, but yeah, the deck's super solid. Love this deck. It's actually one of the most fun meta decks that I've gotten the opportunity to actually play in a long time. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the combo, and I'll show you how your combos are supposed to work in Unchained, and I'll teach you a few things that Jesse Cotton and these other YouTubers will show you. Um, so it's gonna be a real quick, just a little combo tutorial. I'm gonna shuffle and hope I get the hand I'm looking for. There's only 2 cards you actually need to get the main combo started. We didn't get it there. I'm just gonna shuffle until I get it. That way I can show you the first set of combos that I need to show you. That'll work. Okay, so this will actually do it. So you got Abomination's Prison, Prosperity, Rikea, Escape, and Ruah. So Ruah can do everything, so can Rikea. You only play one of Rikea, but you play 3 of Ruah. Because you want to be able to consistently be able to get to this piece. Because the free special from hand, popping a set card or a fiend monster, which is really nice. Well, actually, this card just targets one and pops it. Yeah, so this one's a lot different than the new one. So they just pop one special, which is kind of nice. Said some of the rulings I'm still learning, but I've got most of it down. If I do anything wrong, let me know. I've only been corrected a few times, but basically right here you're good. You'll have the trap and all this. I always start with Abomination's Prison. Most of the time I use this. I don't just pop this. I use this most of the time. It's really easy. You want to go and grab Shavara. Shavara is the one that literally gets everything started in the new version of the deck. Shavara is just really good and like absolutely insane. If you pull 2 Abomination's Prisons, I do advise setting one. So from here, what you do, you can go Prosperity and dig, but you don't have to. You got everything right here. Everything you need to do. If this gets ashed, like it's okay. I mean, you still got your normal summon. So I'll show you. So you set 1, you activate Shavara, pop it, special, and then you go effective escape, and this is just the standard combo. You're gonna special your one of Blue Dog, because you only play one of it. I tested multiple, but I only liked one, so special the other one. And if you do this correctly, you can end up in a game state like this. So you take these 2, take these off, and you will make Yama. So your Yama Chainlink 1, Shafar Chainlink 2. Shafar will set, since we use escape, we will set the other trap. Or when they come in, I'm gonna start playing Willing. So we're gonna get Abominable Chamber, which you'll pop this later in the combo. You'll see. Also, one thing I want to point out is when people say, well, the only way to beat this deck is with Nib. You can beat it that way, yes, but it's also a way you can lose really easy too. Then we're Yama here. We'll add one. The one we're gonna add is because we actually have them all. So the only one that we actually need is Abominable Unchained Soul. That way when we pop something, it'll special. Just so if like we do end up in a game state where we get nibbed, we can automatically build a board, make the link 2, and continue playing from then on out. Because you can go unicorn and spin something, and you can possibly end a turn, plus you have no escape. So it's all good. Okay. Or abominable. You will get escape, you'll see. So here, we do this. Because now you got the blue dog in the graveyard. Fine. So what you can do is, I'm trying to think of how we would do this from here. You can go Aruha to pop. Special effect special. If I get hit by nib, this is normally where I get hit by it from all of my testings. Go in to Sarama. This is normally where I get hit, honest to God. And then go Sarama, target, escape. Escape's the one you want. And then on res, it has to pop one, so you're gonna pop Yama. This is where you want it. And then on res, special abominable. And then activate Shiyama. Pop your Sarama special. A Sarama effect, a special one. And you don't want to activate your Yama. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now. So you're going to special a Shivara. Now that we've gotten to Shivara and we're in this game state, you know, whatever. The pop on this is still live. You don't have to at this game state, because we are like completely fine at this moment. Like, it's not that big a deal, but like, you know, you can do things. So from here, I normally go these two, and if you start making ranks, your opponent can't respond. So just a little heads up. And from here, you can do whatever you want, because this right here stops nib. It stops any spell trap monster effect that attempts to special. So, very interesting. Really cool. You can do any real game state thing here. It doesn't really matter. You can go Yama, you can go this, that. It doesn't really matter. Your turn 1. Basically how I would do this if I was you. I would normal Rakea effect to pop. Go these two. This is how I normally do it. Into Soul of Rage. Can't see it from there. Keyboard fudges out the way. And I'll put Soul of Rage right here so you can actually see the damn thing. I'll move. I'll just leave way better. So your typical inboard, of course, you do a lot to get there. But Yama's live. You got Solar Rage, you got DD Wave King, and you have the set Escape, which is a pop. You'll go in face effect of Abominable Chain. Since we popped it, it comes back. That's what you want, that right there. Because when you flip this, it can pop this one or this one. Doesn't really matter. We pop this one, we add a Fiend back, which isn't important. Either one we pop. So if I pop this one, effect of Yama, which will banish one, and it'll special something like, oh, I don't know, Rakea. And then if you try to interact with my rage here, I'll just quick effect pop it. And that's where you really start getting your impeccable game states. Where like Imperm, like, okay, chain 2, pop pop this. Effective rage, and it adds back one of your fiends, which sets you up for next turn. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're utilizing the cards that you have, the deck's always live at all times. So you know that's one typical inboard. Next turn you draw the double prosperity, which doesn't really matter because your next 6 is going to be powerful anyway. Now you run straight in tour guide or balance or whatever you want because normally it doesn't take very much. Because believe it or not, this guy solves a lot of problems. Because any effect is special. So like Brand Fusion, Theosis, you name it. Birth. The Pirelli cards, like this just solves it. And I know why Unchained is really good because I've been playing it for a little bit and it's super OP. I bought this deck off of Dawning Reich Phobia. Real big buddy of mine. It's sick right now. Prayers go out to him. But yeah, this is probably the funniest deck I think I've played in a long time. Combo 2, I'll go ahead and set it up for you. You got Abomination's Prison, you got Uriah, Escape, Poor Guide, and I need a 5th card, and we will make that. Yeah, we'll do Shyama. So this is a little bit weirder of a hand. This is not ideal. You could say, well, this is a bit of a loaded hand, but not quite. What this is, you can get this hand. I've gotten this hand multiple times. So I've been on the deck. I've had this exact hand probably 3 or 4 times already. And I know what to do in the exact moment that I have this hand. So you have a few options. You can go your normal line, which is fine. But what you have to do first is you got to get this out of hand. That's your number one prerogative. It doesn't really matter how you get there. All that matters is that you do get there. So everything can be live. And it doesn't really matter how you do it or would do it. Multiple ways you can do this. You can do it tour guide special 1. Get Shyama, pop a few. There's so many lines right here that it's ridiculous. Because if you want more traps, you can get more traps, and then you get to Shyama, and you can do a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the way that I do it. I leave tour guide till last because they always try to stop tour guide. And tour guide's just really good, not gonna lie. Like, absolutely love the card. So I'm trying to bait an Ash, or if I'm trying to bait like Droll, I'll start with Abomination's Prison always. And if it doesn't happen, all you do is you go and you grab Shivara. Shivara is the best card in this deck now. Absolutely. It's everything started. It is absolutely insane. So from here, I would set the trap. Shivara effect, pop the trap. Special Shivara. Effective escape. Where this gets a little bit different. Is we're gonna do this absolutely backwards. Alright. So then I'm gonna go Sarama. And this is where it's really different. You go Sarama effect to set escape. Now from here, you can do this any way you like. Any way. Doesn't really matter at this point. Your tour guide's gonna get you into Muckracker, It's fine. What you want to save it for. You don't want to do it now because if you get nibbed, it's gonna mess everything up. So from here, you've got the two good ones. So you can pop this, do whatever. It doesn't really matter. At this point in the game state, this does not matter at all. This deck just plays through nib. Like if they wait till the end of your main, you're gonna have the DDD dude, and they're gonna die. That's just short, simple, cut and dry. The deck can play through nib. If, like I said, that's why we always say tour guide for last, because they nib us. We literally make the same board. Okay, it's insane. So I go off these two right here, and I will make. Actually, I have to pop one because if you use Sarama effect to set one, then I'll go to Sarama. What am I popping with Sarama? Because you have to pop one. Let me think here. I mean, typically it doesn't really matter what you do here because you're gonna end up on the same end board anyway. So I could literally go Sarama. Yeah, pop Shavara. Shavara effect. Which is gonna set Abominable Chamber. It's exactly the same. It does not change. You go Raw effect, pop. Special. Effective Chamber. Chamber now goes and gets you any Unchained monster that you want, desire, need. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it's probably Rakea. Then you go Sharama and Rua. And you make Yama. Yama effect. You can, under draw, you can add from graveyard too. I need to put this over here so y'all can see the card. So, under Sarama, you can do it under draw, which is why this deck doesn't lose the draw. If you link summon this card, you can add back from graveyard too, so that's kind of neat. In this situation, I would not, because I've already used all my graveyard effects. So, I mean, unless if I'm under draw, then I would have to. Basically what we do is go. You can add this dude because like you have to start doing stuff with it. Like it's just inevitable. You're gonna have to do something. And I mean, there's so much you can do. This just absolutely snowballs. So we go link 2 here. And you make Muttcracker. Muttcracker effect, you have to discard for cost. We discard Shiyama. So you get it there in the first place. Special a fiend back from the graveyard. So the one you're going to special back is going to be Shavara. And here in the game state, you go Shiyama. Get Muttcracker. Send it. Special. Go here. And they have to drop nib before this or they just die. Now, go normal tour guide effect. You go tour guide. Tour guide can literally grab any good Unchained card you want. In this game state, it doesn't matter. Like you can go Rua here. Do these two like this. Make soul. End turn. You got this in hand. You got Yama engrave. You have the exact same setup. I just did it backwards for you. The exact same thing. Like I said, they have to nib here. And if they do, you still end on rage and the back row. So wave helps, but like it's not needed at all. Because if you're constantly bouncing your unchained monsters or using your opponent's stuff, they can't really do anything. That's why we wait to make this last. There's some people that's like, oh, I'm just gonna make soul, whatever. I don't make soul until I make DD wave. So we'll do one more, and I'll show you exactly what that one looks like, which is not too complicated. That's just an option you can do. Anytime you make Muckracker, you literally just get rid of it with the Yama. Like that's literally like the only line there. You're just like, all right, get rid of it. You don't want it on the field. You want it off as fast as possible. There are some game states I will say that you cannot like help to have it on there, which is it's fine, but like it's not great. Not ideal. So that being said, we will get into the final combo, which has trap. I'm just gonna put a bunch of bricks. That tour guide. We'll do Rhino in hand, and we'll do Prism. I will show you. We only need, realistically, do I even want to add tour guide? No, I don't want to add tour guide. I want to show you what it can do with 2 cards. So I've got Prism. We'll say book and like nib. Here we go. So with this, kind of looks dead. It's not. A lot of things that can happen here. I'll go ahead and give you the rundown. This deck has a high consistency rate. So if I try to go prison and you ask me and I tactics draw 2, I'm going to end up on this, which is subpar. This is okay. Not great. Goes back on top. If I could even hand rip, it wouldn't really matter because I got Eclipse. And also have Nibiru, which is gonna be the hand trap of the format. Basically all I have to do is be able to add my card and pop this. That's all you have to do. The whole thing snowballs. Same inboard. I'll show you. So set escape. Activate Abomination's Prison. This gets through, you add Shivar. Okay. We go Shivar effect to pop. It'll special this, and it will special the blue dog. This is close to the first combo I showed you, except we're doing it with 2 cards. And you go these 2. And do Yama. Go chain 1, chain 2. Always do chain 1, because this thing blocks. It'll block Ash. Super nice. So we blew up escape, so we had to set Abomination. Abomination Chamber. And then our add can be any card. Any card we desire. The one that you always want to try to add is a Ruha. Because a Ruha will be able to get to Shivar. Shivar will be able to get to everything else. So we go effect of Ruha to pop. Special effect of Chamber here. You will go and get Yama, or Rama, I'm sorry. Yama. I was trying to think of like when I want to do Shiyama. So as you can see, it's doing the same thing. Oshiyama effect. You will set escape. That's your pop. On res, pop Aruha. Effect. You will go and you will summon this guy, the Abominable Unchained Soul. He is your 3k beater that on every end phase will special summon himself if he's popped this turn. I think he has to be cards, and it has to be in the graveyard. Yes, that's what I thought. He specifically has to be in the graveyard and destroyed. So from here, we go. Not Shavara. What am I doing? Effect of Shiyama to destroy and send and special. Go effect of Abominable. We can, at this point, if there's no interaction going, you can dump tactics, pop. Here's Sarama. Effect of Sarama. Going to special summon another Shavara. And then you will chain your Yama here. Banishing the special one. You will special the Ruha. I want to do this. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. Special Ruha on res. Yama will pop. I use pop Ruha. Maybe if I used it or not. I'm just gonna go with it. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna go with these two. Like I'm just gonna. I don't know if I did or not, but go DD Wave King. I've done a good job keeping up till now. Go these two, and you'll make soul. 2 cards in hand, same board, same exact combo. The only difference is I had to use Yama on the first turn. Literally the only difference, and you get escape. So if any interaction, you can just pop cards. Kind of nice. That's exactly how you do it right there. Not much said to it. Like that's exactly how you do it. These are all the exact same combos. Get nibbed in some situations and make the same exact board. You just can't overcommit the things right away, but you know it's just it's your standard stuff. That's like insane. So if you guys have any questions on this, let me know in the comments down below. This is the Unchained deck profile slash combos, which I'll show you everything I'm playing right now. I don't have a side deck for this yet, but I will soon. Right now, my side deck that was for this is jank, and I kind of took it apart, and I'm kind of crafting it. I don't want to show you guys that until I get that fixed. Really, I don't want to show you this till I get this fixed, but I want to show you anyway. Show you exactly what I'm on. We'll go over the extra deck first because it's just the easiest one to do. Have this, my Yama, my Soul, and then my Wave King. This is basically the close to the exact same build that my buddy gave it to me, Donnie Rockphobia. So I play Unchained Abomination, double Yama, double Soul, triple Anguish. This only has to be at 1, so before you know in the future, I just play more for Prosby target right now. Underworld Goddess, Nightmare Unicorn, Muckracker, 2 King Lake Caesar, and 1 Divisor. So this is basically my extra deck right now. This is exactly 14 cards. It's okay, it's not great, but like I said, I have not lost with this because I learned it in like 2 days, and the deck plays relatively can play itself, but only a really good pilot can actually orchestrate this, because there's a lot of things that you don't know what they do can mess you up, and if you don't know the rulings on them, it can mess you up as well. So in the main deck, I'm playing Lightning Storm right now. It's currently something I'm on because I've had a lot of people try to make me go second, thinking that they're going to stun me, and they don't. So I play double Lightning Storm, double Joel Knockbird. I'm currently on Disaster. I play Harvey's Feather Duster in the main. I actually play triple Prosperity. I am on triple Abomination's Prison. Tour Guide. You play one Rukia, but you play 3 Ruha because it's literally like the best one. So this is like literally the proportions that you play those at. Up here with those. We play, I think I'm on 3 Book of Eclipse. Alright. Yeah, I'm on 3 Book of Eclipse. Then, for tactics, I play 3 as well. So this is like, this isn't going to change. I'm going to be on 3 tactics and 3 Eclipse regardless. This card, I think I'm actually going to play it because it's actually really good. I've seen some people like not play it, like Jesse, and I think he's missing out because that card's like super good, especially when you're trying to crack boards. I used this in the current meta and I actually got a Rise Heart, which was kind of cool. So you play 3 Tour Guide and 1 Fiendish Rhino. That's like standard. These are really standard. Also, what is standard is play 3 of the red dog, 1 of the blue. This right here is really good. Of course, you gotta play 3 prison. So your traps, you play 3 escape, 2 abominable. Where's my other nib? Oh, it's in my hand. So I also play 3 nib because it's really good hand trap in this. And then your 2 one-ofs you play is Sarama and Abominable Unchained Soul. This is my main. This is exactly what I play. I don't sugarcoat anything. This is the exact list of what I play. Deck's super good, super consistent. It's really good. I don't have any problems with it. It runs the way it does, and as you've seen, you only need really 2 cards to get started. If you open up any of your cards that pop, like even if you open up the one of Rukia, or you open Tour Guide, or a hard one to do is if you open Sarama. That one's kind of hard. You never want to open this. It's really bad. Unless if you got like one of these, that way you can pop it and special it from hand. But I never do it turn 1. Now going second, I have one into this from hand before. Super good. This card, you don't want it in hand. You want to try to ditch it as fast as you can. But I mean, you can do it. There's cards that are built in stack in order to do that. Like this dude right here. He just ditches it. You just got to remember, like, I need this card out of my hand. I need this card out of my hand, or I need to special it from my hand. So either way, it's a good part of the main combo piece, and it does work. I'm not gonna lie. Besides that, everything else in here is pretty self-explanatory. This is the only thing that's not, and I actually am liking this card. It just puts in so much work, and it is really, really good in the mirror match. Just to like, okay, if your opponent tries to do something with it, you can literally flip, escape, pop this, and their monster. Yeah, they'll get their fiend add back, but what you get off of Disaster is so much more. Because, yeah, they get a target a fiend and add it back to hand, but also because you never summon this on your opponent's turn. It's always on your turn. And when you summon this, you'll literally go and grab something like, oh, I don't know, like Abominable, Sarama, your dogs, you know, some of your thick extra deck monsters like Abomination, Yama, Soul, even Anguish. You can even grab Goddess. Actually, no, it is specific to Unchained, so no, you can't do that. So it has to be an Unchained monster on this one. That's kind of weird because some of the effects actually let you grab fiends. I think Yama just like a special fiend, right? You base this card supposed to summon one fiend from my hand or grave, yeah. Same thing on Muckracker, which is kind of insane because you can literally get Goddess back. Yeah, I mean this deck is just ridiculous. Like I said, I don't know all the cards to it like 110%, but for what I do know is I haven't lost with this deck, and any questions that we've had that we've found in game states, we have called judges and we've done judge calls on them. So I'm very confident this deck is the best deck for a really good reason. I mean, I don't have a problem piloting this deck. I don't have a problem playing it. You know, seeing what it can do. Unchained is just top notch. And I really enjoy playing this deck. This deck was a good pickup for me. Really fun. It still is fun. I'm still going to play this. Deck is super powerful. I underestimated this deck. When I seen these come out, I was like, well, they're probably going to do nothing. And no, they do a lot. If you know how to pilot it and you have the numbers correct. I think this is correct. I think it is. I have to be honest. For me, this is like sort of like how Castor Ogre was. Like some people didn't know, but then some people played it, some people didn't, and it's still like that today. With this card, it can be a brick sometimes. Sometimes this card's super niche. Because if there's a monster that you really can't out, like Goddess, and you bring this out, it just uses Goddess because it targets. Goddess is not immune to targeting effects, which is absolutely insane. Everything's pretty standard. The only thing I really don't have is Griffin. And there's another DDD monster that goes in there. Which I have the Zeuses. I just ain't put them in because I was a little undecisive if I wanted to do that yet. Which I'm winning games without Zeus is kind of amazing, but my DDD dude only puts in like so much work, and then Zeus like shuts off all my effects, which sucks. So I typically don't make it, but you know, really good deck. Love this deck. It's fun as hell. When I get the list finished, I'll do the deck profile, or at least semi-finished from my taste. We did deck profile on it. I'll show you all about, you know, Unchained and everything, and I'll show you exactly like what it can do. Like I showed you bits and pieces today, like the main combos you got to do. I said you're not playing that many pieces, but you don't need that many pieces. You don't. What you need to learn with Unchained is you don't need to bust through all your pieces, thinking that you're gonna combo hard and then get stopped, like hardcore. So, again, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments down below. I'm Pierce Nation, and we will see you in the next combo guide. Thank you for watching. Pierce Nation out.